Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. The Knights will kick it away first. And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Kansas State Wildcats return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. And the pass is intercepted. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score UCF 7, Kansas State 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12.
And he breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Offense gets set for second down. Off play action. Trying to get to it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Kansas State quick to the line. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players,
And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. Just trucks through it. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up. First and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. This defense giving up ground as he's finally.
Yo, hey Red. Man, I just got off the phone with my dad, man. Say goddamn boy Bishop had 4 heart attacks this morning. Yeah, say in intensive care right now. Yeah, they say this shit like 12 o'clock, goddamn. Yeah, say arteries and clogged and shit. Yeah, that shit crazy. I just, nah, for sure. That why I'm saying how playing. I say, man, let me see it. Niggas on there, motherfucker. Man, I gotta tell the game. Man, I know nigga probably ain't even talk to him if shit happened at 12.
The 26.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver
Yeah,
gearing
that
down
really,
in the
that's
zone. Did a nice job
2
finding the
minutes
soft
ago.
spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everything
Yeah,
seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up,
shit,
this could
shit. My
get
dad on. He
ugly
just say he
by
in
the
the
fourth
intensive
quarter.
care still.
They're
Too nothing
going
know
back to
really
the
for
ground.
sure.
Brought down
I was
after a
just wait
pickup of
till
5
he
yards
called me
down to
back
the
and tell
10.
me goddamn
And as an
what was
offensive
going
coordinator,
on.
you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms,
Yeah, though, I was
speed,
just
whatever
telling
it
my dad like
And he's
shit, niggas should
sprinting.
stop
He'll take
drinking
it
and
all the way.
everything, goddamn.
Touchdown, UCF.
And then some shit like this happen,
Lining up to
shit.
tack one more onto that lead.
That's how that shit
And
be
the
though,
extra
don't it?
point pushes the lead to 14.
You do something they say kill
Lining
you.
up
As
to
soon as you
cover the
start
kick
doing
after
that
that
shit, want to
touchdown
kill you,
drive.
goddamn.
UCF 14, Kansas State 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff
I
team.
can't tell y'all
Everybody's
boy that shit. Man. Yeah, shit, when I look, I was like, damn, ain't nobody in there, bit. But shit, I seen you. I said, I'm sure tell Red, goddamn. And I don't see these niggas in nobody else shit either. Yeah, man, I don't goddamn. I don't even know. That's what I was about to see right now, goddamn. I was literally about to try to call the phone to see if you got somebody to pick up. Shit, at least his mama goddamn saying somebody got his phone. Somebody. Shit, Chris all the time, my dad said. Yeah, but shit, I'm finna goddamn call up there and see what the fuck going on and shit. He don't pick up, goddamn, I'll let you know. Or if he do shit, I'll let you know. You already know. call the nigga phone, man. See, nigga, I'm ready to pick up his phone, man. Fuck.
They'll stop him at the 16. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
All kinds of running room. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
Oh, and you hear this stadium erupting. This crowd at home, they're just waiting to feed off of an explosive play, and they get one right there from their quarterback, doing a tremendous job on the scramble. Outstanding individual effort, and just the decibel level in this place has just gone up, it feels like, tenfold.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The run to the left. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the run. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Kansas State.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers.
He's got it down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's bunt.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got his man quickly. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice sec.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Kansas City, 7.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick it away.
Bringing it back. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Third down coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Oh, look out. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Oh, and he wants to throw it. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner goes down.
UCF offense will take over. First and
Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he's sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB. He can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still scramble, run up.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
brings up second down.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He's going to pass on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Buck. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Buck. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Conrad. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table.
Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Kansas State, 14.
Here he comes with the return. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Wildcats want to move quickly. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Kansas State will have to punt it away.
Coming up, 4th down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Looking to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Quickly complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this time.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, he's had the hot hand. 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Second down.
He's looking for a man on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Conrad. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw it. And that one's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Scrambling away. He's looking on the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why that receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Power football with the run. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Keeps looking downfield. Got enough space. Touchdown, UCF! And the punishment has been extended.
Number 3.
Football oftentimes gets won by the teams who play the best on the critical down and distances. What an amazing play by that quarterback on 3rd down. Able to put his team on his back, use his legs to extend and buy time, and then go score. Awesome job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll keep it himself. Thrust that arm out. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
It must have been a brutal week for this defense preparing for this game because of all the different ways they can attack you and because of how athletic this quarterback is and how he can hurt you running the football. He just showed it to you right there.
They're bringing heat. Finds his man. It's Weiss. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. They go to the draw. Makes him talk to the hand. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Right down the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He fires it out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Getting some heat. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wide receiver shows motion. Complete on third down. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Knights are flying down the field. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on second and goal. The give to the back. Touchdown, Knights! And the pummeling has started. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball is only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, UCF! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kansas State, 14.
He'll bring it back looking for help. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. They'll go to the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Couldn't get it out of the end zone and into safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
UCF offense will take over.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
They're trying to get to him. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. The give on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40, the 20, inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Knights. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays. And the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 6 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin in those makes the grab down the left side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
UCF 64.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
To throw, it's Burt. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using the quick game. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking for the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They go to the ground. Sweet feet on the move. Flying out to the left. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UCF! And the beatdown has ensued. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the touch.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll run for it on 4th down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Knights! And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. 3rd down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They want to just keep throwing it. Catch in the middle. It's cracked. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stopped after making the catch. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Mayo. Bulldozes his way through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernails.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. When you know you have a team outclassed,